Hello friends and welcome to my new video. Long time no seen, but here I am back again with a jazz update, and yeah, I want to keep this as short as possible and I just want to start off. So the next finds are from eBay, from Discogs, from the flea market, and I just collected some jazz records over the last few weeks and I can't wait to show you what I found. Let's go. The first one I want to show is by Ornette Coleman and the album is called The Skies of America. That's how it looks like. What a great cover art. And in this case it's Ornette Coleman together with the London Symphony Orchestra. And yeah, if you want to describe this, I would say it's when free jazz meets a symphony orchestra. This is a very heavy piece. It's somewhere it's very dark, it's atmospheric, it's melancholic, it's full of melancholy, and yeah, very dark piece, but I love it. Antoine got me into this one and I could find it very cheap on Discogs, and actually the cover is so cool. This is a US first pressing, heavy cardboard, and highly recommended if you like dark stuff. Very cool. The second one I found is by Sergio Mendes and Brazil 66, and the album actually is called Herb Alpert Presents. This is Brazilian music, Latin jazz with a little bossa nova feel, and I still miss this kind of music in my collection, and I was really happy to find this at my local record store because this is a US first pressing on A&M Records. That's how the cover looks like. And yeah, I was really happy to get it. Of course, it features the famous track Más que Nada and also the famous track by Herb Alpert, which is called Spanish Flea in a vocal version. And I can highly recommend it if you want to start with Latin jazz. I listened to various things and my want list got longer and longer, but I think this is a solid start. Up next is a present by a friend from YouTube. He sent me 2 records, one before Christmas and one just a few days ago. And the album is called Melanie Del Biancazio. The name of the album is No Deal. And this is Belgian vocal jazz in a very unusual instrumentation because it has a lot of electronic influences and she has a beautiful voice, and it's a very interesting album. I didn't know it before, and he sent this as a Christmas present more or less. And he even included a note which says, one of my favorite albums of this decade. Hope you will like it. Check also Dance Dance 1, 2 and 3. That's what he wrote. Yeah, I can't thank him enough. Tim, if you're watching, thank you so much. This was very nice of you. And I also want to show the Dance Dance record he sent me, which looks like this. Black cover with some textures. Pretty cool as well. And what I want to say is this is the limited pressing and it's limited to 200 copies, and the vinyl color is very interesting in this case because it's on green marbled vinyl. Beautiful, very, very cool. That's how it looks like. Yeah. I'm sure it will become collectible in a few years. And this is such a great album as well. I will put a link to a song in the description box. And yeah, thank you, Tim. Up next is a find from my local store again, and it's George Benson, White Rabbit. This is a US pressing, but it's a reissue. It came on CTI Records, and this is more like jazz, funk, fusion, sunshine music. This is the perfect record for a hot summer day. Beautiful cover art. And Herbie Hancock and also Ron Carter are playing on this one. And the 2 famous tracks are, of course, White Rabbit, a cover version by Jefferson Airplane, and the other one is the famous 60s track, which is called California Dreaming. And yeah, this is a great album. Very, very cool music. Yeah, I can highly recommend it. Up next are 3 finds from the flea market here, and all 3 are German OJC pressings. I found them sealed on the flea market. They are still sealed for $10 each, And of course the first one is a Sonny Rollins Quartet and Quintet, Tenor Madness. This is a real jazz classic, I would say, and in this case it has such a great lineup. There's Sonny Rollins on the saxophone, of course, Philly Joe Jones on the drums, Red Garland on the piano, and Paul Chambers playing the bass. And just a killer lineup, I mean, it couldn't be any better. And this one and Saxophone Colossus are my two favorites of Sonny Rollins so far. I have a lot of other albums by him, but Tenor Madness and Saxophone Colossus are just the two big things in a way. I also found a German OJC pressing sealed by John Coltrane, the self-titled Coltrane on Prestige, and in this case it's Prestige 7105. Yeah, beautiful shot of him, famous cover art. And my favorite track from this album is the first track on the first side, which is called Bakai. And if you're into jazz, there is no way to go there without John Coltrane. He's such an important musician, and there's just the magic there's just the magic behind his personality and stuff like that. And I love his music, and I was really happy that I could also add this one to the collection. This one is called John Coltrane's Satin the Pake. Beautiful black cover, looks perfect in the black sleeve. German OJC pressing. Yeah, and just a great add. This is a more silent record, if you ask me, but his saxophone tone is just, yeah, it's breathtaking. It's from another world, actually. The next one is a Japanese pressing from eBay, and it's called Opus the Jazz by Milt Jackson. It's played in a trio setting, and it's very unusual instrumentation because there is vibes on this album, but there is also the flute, and that's why I bought it, and it's very interesting. It's a great listen. Quickly became one of my favorite albums, Opus the Jazz by Milt Jackson. And I could find another great Japanese pressing on eBay. This is the Art Pepper Quartet. I really like the drawn cover. It looks fantastic and it sounds fantastic because it's a Japanese pressing, Victor pressing from 1973. And yeah, this is a great hard bop album. And yeah, Art Pepper is one of the jazz musicians that I still missed in the collection. And there are two other albums that I have on my want list right now and that I will try to get in the next few weeks. And yeah, solid album, very cool. The next one was a find from my local recycling place, and actually I don't know how the album is called. It just says Charles Mingus, Duke Ellington and Max Roach, and it's a pressing from East Europe on the Supraphone label. I really dig the cover art, it looks so cool, and like I said, it's on the Supraphone label, and it's the first album I have on this label. I don't know what to expect, but I was really surprised about the condition. This is like almost unplayed, although it's from the early, or it must be from the early 1960s, and I can't wait to listen to that. I didn't check it, and yeah, I don't know what to expect, but I'm sure that I will like it. The last one for today is a German album by the German band Oracle, and this is more jazz funk fusion. Very uplifting with funky drums, and I like the cover art. I found it on Discogs, and yeah, great add to my fusion collection. Very uplifting, up-tempo. I didn't know the band, and yeah, it was just €5, so I couldn't leave it. Great album. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, I say bye bye and see you next time.